好，你们 Welcome back to Lesson 8 on Learning Mandarin. In today's objectives, we will learn some combined strokes and a couple rules on strokes order. So let's get on to our today's lesson. So here we have 6 different combined character strokes. Here in our first one, we have hung go, hung lu go, hung go. That would be used in a character such as this one. Here we have hung go. Next we have hung zhi. Hung zhi would be used in like this. Hung zhi. Be used in a character such as this one. Hung zhi. Next we have hung pie. We have hung pie. That would be used in a character like this. Hung pie. Next we have hung zhi go. Here we have hung zhi go. Here it would be used in a character such as this one. Hung zhi go. Next we have hung zhi ti. Here we have hung zhi ti. I would be used in a character like this. Hung zhi ti. And in our last one we have shu go. Shu go. That would be used in a character such as this one. Shu go. Those are all of our combined character strokes. Since now we have no.
Say it again.
Those are our combined character strokes in 6 of them. Now that we know more combined character strokes, let's go ahead to the strokes order on where to start on a character. So we're gonna go ahead and start with some rules of strokes order. I'll give examples and explain as I go. So here we have our first example that you must go horizontal before vertical. That would be an example such as this one. If you were to see this, I were to do the horizontal first and then the vertical. First and then second. So here we have that stroke order. Next we have a left falling before right falling. So here we have zhen right here. You would do your left falling stroke and then your right falling stroke for this one. So left, then right. Then we have a left to right order. This will be in characters that have 2 parts to them. So we will have right here the left side, and then you will do the right side. This is the character for mom, so you would have this section first and then this section, going from left to right. Next we have from top to bottom. These are when you have an up and down type of character. That would be in a character such as this one. You would have your square here, and then at the end, remember, left to right. Left to right. Okay? So let's continue on to more rules. Now we have from outside to inside. When we have a character such as this one, you have an outside and then an inside of the part of the character. So first you would go from the outside, and then you would go ahead and fill in the inside. Now we have some characters that have an inside and then an outside surrounding the character. That character you would first do the outside, but don't close it yet, because first you must do the inside and then you close it. And our last one, when we have a middle going outwards, you must first do the middle piece and then going from left to right. So that concludes today's lesson. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. 再见. My name is Vanessa, and welcome back to Lesson 9 on Learning Mandarin. In today's lesson, we will learn how to ask what is your name and how to answer. So, before we are able to ask the question what is your name and how to answer, first we must get to know these new terms. So let's go over them real quick. Our first term we have 请问. 请问. 请问 means may I ask? Literally meaning 请 is please, and then when we have ask. Putting together please ask, but it will translate roughly to may I ask. Next we have 您. You might know this one right here. It might seem recognizable right there because that is right here 你. But in this version, you have this on the bottom right there, which will turn into 你, making you formal instead of just a regular casual 你. Next we have 贵姓. 贵姓 is your surname to ask politely. Next we have 先生, which is Mr. or Sir. 小姐, which is Miss or young lady. Then we have 叫, and that is to be called. So now that we know these new words, let's go ahead and put them into a question and a statement. So here we have an example sentence right here. 请问您贵姓? May I ask? What is your surname? So 您 you surname. You will have the noun before the surname. So 请问您贵姓? You'll answer 我姓. You would answer with your surname. So my Chinese name is Li Ni. Oh, excuse me. Li Ni Sha. Alright? My surname is right here though, only in this character. So I'm going to put it right there. 我姓李. 我叫, and then you would put the whole thing. 我叫李你莎. So 我姓李，叫李妮莎. So this is my family name right here, and then my full name is what I am going to be called, Li Nisha. Now, let's go on to Mr. and Mrs. on where to put them. Okay, so here we have Mr. and Mrs. 先生 and 小姐. Now, usually when we say someone's name, it'll be, hello, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Name, or Miss, right in front of the name. In this case, you would actually put this after. So you would put first the surname, which again, my surname is Li, and then you would put 小姐, since I am a lady, 小姐. Now, if I was a mister, you would just replace 小姐 and put 先生. And that's how you would answer to be in Mr. and Mrs. Now, you could be like 你好, 李小姐, or 你好, 李先生, to say hello, Mr. So-and-so, hello, Mrs. So-and-so. And that concludes. So that concludes today's lesson. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye. 再见.我是李妮莎, and welcome back to our last review on everything that we've learned in our Mandarin lessons 1 through 9. So let's go over a quick review on everything that we've learned. So here we have our first one, Dian. This will be used in a character such as that one. I have Hung, which is exactly as our letter number 1, E. Then we have Shu, going straight down, which will be used in a character such as this one. Then we have Pie, which is going from upper right corner to lower left corner. Oh, excuse me. That would be using a character such as this one. Here. Okay, there. Then we have Na, upper left corner to lower right corner. That would be used in something like this. Then we have T, which is down, going up. That would be used in a letter such as this one, character. Right here. Now let's just go straight to Hanggo. Hanggo. Here we have Hanggo. That would be used in something such as this. Yeah. Hang zhe. That will be used in something like this. Hang zhe. Then I have Hang Pie. Hang Pie. That will be used like this. Hang Pie. Then we have Hang zhe go. That will be used in here. Hang zhe go. Next we have Hang zhe ti. Hang zhe ti. That will be used here. Hang zhe ti. Then we have Shu go, which is here. Going Shu go. That will be used right there. Shu go. And then you would use it for a character such as that one that I just wrote. Go. So now that we went over the strokes, let's go over a couple stroke rules. So let's go over the 7 strokes that we learned before. Let's start with horizontal before vertical strokes. So horizontal always start from left to right. So left to right, hung. Then you go to your vertical stroke. And our next rule, you have left falling before right falling. You have right, left, and then right. Next we have our left to right strokes. So that would be in this right here. You have your left side of the box and then the right side of the box. So you would have it right here. There's your left side, and then you would go on to doing the right side. Then you have a top to bottom. Then you would see it within these 2 squares. This is your top, and then here you have your bottom. So you would do it in a character like this. Your top, and then your bottom. Next we have our outsides before inside. You would put it right here, and then you will fill in the inside. Then you have your outsides, then insides, and then your closure is last. So you have it here, you have your outside, then you have your inside section, and then you will close. And then lastly, you'll have your middle, and then left to right. So you have your middle stroke, and then you go left to right. So now let's go over some of our tones. Okay, so here we have up here on the top, as we know before, if you change the tone of the word, it changes it completely. So here we have our first tone right here, ba, which means the number 8. Then we have ba, which is to pull something. Then you have ba, which is a target. Then you have ba, which is your dad, when you say baba. And then there is a neutral tone, which just means you just say it softly, ba. It doesn't really do anything. So, in our last one, we have that special case with the 2 dots right here, their sound. And then once you add the third tone to it, it will make a sound, which is to mean a female. So let's go on quickly to our numbers and dates and review those also. Here we have 0, 0. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, with 2, there are 2 ways to say 2. You can either say 2 or 2, and then there are also 2 ways to write 0. Now let's also go over the dates really quick. We have 年, which is to mean year, 月, which is the month. Then you have 日 or how, depending on if you are writing it down or speaking it. This is to mean day. So let's write out a day really quick. I'm going to write my birthday. So my birthday is July 31st, 1997. Remember, in the Chinese language, you always go from the biggest thing to the smallest. So the biggest thing is the year. So we have 1, 9, 7, 1997, 年, then 7, 月, meaning it is the 7th month, which is July. Then it is 3, 30号, which is the 30th. You have this, now it's the 31st, so 31号, it is 1997, year of the 7th month, 31st day. July 31st, 1997, 1997年7月31号 or 日. So, let's go over some sentence structures. So I know we said we're going into grammar, but I actually meant that we're going to go over the family tree first. So let's go over them really quickly. Here we have 外婆, your mom's side, grandma. 姥爷, mom's side, grandpa. 奶奶, dad's side, grandma. 爷爷, dad's side, grandpa. Then we have mama, which is your mom. Baba, your dad. 我, which is yourself. 姐姐, older sister. 妹妹, younger sister. 弟弟, younger brother. 哥哥, older brother. So now we're going to ask, who is this? What is their occupation? How many people do you have in your family? So let's go first to, how many people do you have in your family? So we would have 你家有几口人? As we remember, 家 is for family, 几 is to count, and then 口 is the measure word for people, usually family. So you would answer, you would take out 你, put 我, because now you're talking about yourself. So 我家有, take out 几. I have 3 people in my close family, so I would put 3口人. 我家有3口人. Take out the question because this is a statement. I have 3 people in my family. So let's ask, who is this? Who is that? So you would put the noun 是谁. So the pronoun will be 他 or 那, or the 2 versions of 他. As we know, we have male version 他, and then we have female version 他, depending on if you're talking about a male or a female, but it still means to be him or her. So I'll be, for example, 那是谁? You would answer with 她, since it is your grandma, she is a female. 她是我的外婆, meaning she is my grandma. 她是我的外婆. Excuse me. 她是我的外婆. Next, we have the question on their occupation. Like, what do they do? Here we have it right here in this sentence structure. Let's erase this so you can see it a little bit easier. So, here we have 我的. You would insert any one of your family in this section here. So, 我的 blank, 是, and then you would say their occupation. So for example, let's say that my dad is a doctor. So I'll put 我的爸爸是医生 or 我的妹妹是 let's say she's a teacher 老师. So let's go on to our grammar structure. So here we have a summary of all the sentence structures that we went over. So our first one, we have a subject with a predicate. You will always have your subject first, which is 我, 你, 他, meaning you, him, them, things like that. And then you would put your adjectives after. So you have 我很好, meaning that I am doing very good. 很 meaning really, 好 meaning good, 很好 put together, doing very good. So next you have 你也很好. You can add this if you want, yet, if you remember, it means also, meaning that he is also doing very good. So let's move on to a subject with an adjectival predicate. So here we have our subjects in this section. Then you have your adjectives right here, and then here you have your adverbs. So you will have 他很忙, meaning that he, remember this is the male version of 他, you have the male and the female version. If I wanted to talk about a female, I would put this 他, but right now we are talking about this 他, meaning he. So he is very busy. 忙 meaning busy. And then we have 我不忙. 不忙 is a negative statement, meaning that I am not busy. Then you have 他们, meaning everyone. 都很好, meaning that this, if you are talking about everyone, this is just to really emphasize you're talking about everyone together, that everyone is doing very good. So you can also add extra ones back there. And then in our last one, we have yes or no questions using 嘛. So here we have a regular statement in the bottom. 你要咖啡吗? Now, if you were to add this right here, 你要咖啡, meaning simply that you want coffee. You are stating that. Now, if you add 嘛 at the end, it will mean, do you want coffee? Yes or no. It turns into a question. So let's go on to a full passage. So here we have our yes or no statements. Here we have, when you add 嘛, it turns into a question. So here we have a statement right here. 你要咖啡? Now that just means simply, you want coffee. Now if I were to add 嘛 at the end, it turns it into a yes or no question. So you have 你要咖啡吗? Now I'm asking you, do you or do you not want coffee? And then you would just answer yes or no. So now let's go on to a passage summarizing everything that we've learned. So here we have our passage to summarize almost everything that we've learned in all of our lessons 1 through 9. Let's go over them. I didn't put pinyin with it because that is in the other lessons. So hopefully you know it without the pinyin by now. So here we go. Let's go over each sentence. 大家好, meaning hello everyone, nice to meet you. 很高兴认识你们, meaning nice to meet everyone. 你们 meaning everyone. Here we have 高兴, which is to mean happy, and then 认识 means to know. Then you have 很高兴认识你们, really nice to meet everyone. 我心里家里下 meaning 心 That is my family name. So if it's together, you have Li Ni Xia right here. 1, 2, 3. The first one is your family name, so you would put Xing right there. Jia can also be family or to be called because it is your family name. So you put your full name right there. My Chinese name, Li Ni Xia. 我姓李，家李李莎。Next we have 我的生日是1997年7月31号 which we just went over this a little bit ago. 我是学生 meaning that I am a student. 学生 meaning student. 是 meaning to be. 我是学生。Then we have 我家有3口人 meaning that I have 3 people in my family that are close. 我家有3口人。Next we have 您好. As you see, I added the heart in the bottom of ni, making it nim. Nim instead of just ni. To make it a little bit more formal, I want to be more formal with you guys. So 您, 您呢? 你好吗? Meaning and you. How are you doing? Are you doing yes? Good? Yes or no? So that is our review for everything that we've learned. Thank you so much. 你们都很好. So thank you, 谢谢 and 再见. Bye bye.